All right, welcome here, everybody, to Brown University at the Richard Gauss Field at Brown Stadium. 4 games of NEYT youth tackle football here today. 4 champions will be named to close out the season here in Providence, Rhode Island. The first game we have Rockhoppers versus Top Guns and 13U premier action here on Fans Only Sports Network. Tim Duffy on the call here this morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here from Providence. We are ready to rumble. You can see the highlights after the game at FO Sports, our Instagram, or our website, fansonlysports.com, both with a Z at the end. But it is the Rockhoppers versus Top Gun. Top Gun in the black jerseys, Rockhoppers in the white with yellow numbers. Top Gun will be kicking off first, and the Rockhoppers will receive the game's opening kickoff here. Kicking off Jamison Maxwell, one of the only kickers listed on any of these rosters here in these 4 games as we are underway. 12 minutes on the clock starts now. Returned from about the 20-yard line and getting nowhere that time was, I think it was Reginald Agile. Yup, number 1. And that is where the Rockhoppers will begin their opening drive. At the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. We're going to start from the 30. We'll under center with 3 backs. Here's the handoff. Breaking a tackle and getting a couple extra yards there for a gain of 4 on the play. To the 34-yard line now, 2nd and 6. Handoff right up the middle. Playing quarterback here is Lucas Ferguson for the Rockhoppers, and that run is good for a few there to make it 3rd and 4. So first 3rd down of the game for the Rockhoppers. As a minute has passed. Ferguson will line up under center again. 3rd down and 4. First 3rd down today. They're going to toss it. It's Agile. And he gets nothing. 4th down now. Stopped at the line of scrimmage there for no gain. So first 3rd down today, unsuccessful. And now they're going to go for it on 4th down and 4. From the 36. Line up in that same formation here with 3 running backs. Ferguson will give it once again right up the gut. Met at the sticks. Is it a 1st down? It is not. It's going to be Top Gun ball here as they get the 4th down stop. Only got about 2 on the play. And it is the first turnover on downs today. And Top Gun will take over here. 9:55 to go in the first quarter. First of 4 games here today. As I mentioned, pregame between NEYT competition. Xavier Maldonado, the quarterback for Top Gun, sends his man in motion. He's going to toss it right side, trying to spin, and ends up losing a ton right there. That was, I believe, Silas Burgess on the toss play, and he got nothing. is a loss of 5 on the play, and not a way to start here for Top Gun after the big defensive stop. Maldonado will keep it, tries to get outside, and he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, and finally brought down at the 37-yard line. Able to get a modest gain of about 7 right there and make it 3rd down and about 8 as the quarterback Xavier Maldonado with his first carry today. And it sets up the first 3rd down now here for Top Gun. Interesting jersey matchup here today. I mean, Rockhoppers white jerseys, yellow numbers, and I will preface by saying this, it is tough to see what numbers some of these Rockhoppers are. Here's 3rd down on the end around. They try to get outside here with Kellen Smith, and Smith has a 1st down and a whole lot more out to the 20-yard line. Picks up 18 on the play. And Top Gun converts their first 3rd down here in the 13U championship. 17 yards. What a way to get moving the last couple plays for Top Gun. And the first red zone trip for the home team, for the visiting team here today. Maldonado will keep it himself. Breaks a tackle. Got shimmy with the right there. Maldonado extends and scores. Oh, he broke the ankles of a defender and he gets 6. Touchdown for Top Gun. Unbelievable. 20 yards. What a run by the quarterback, Xavier Maldonado. And now they're going to go for the point after attempt. What an opening drive here for Top Gun. Maldonado, 27 rushing yards on the 4-play drive. He'll look to throw here, pump fake, and gets sacked. Now he broke out of it. Still going, jump pass! Oh yeah, he got it! To Rylan Thresher. What a way to get 2 right there for Top Gun. Maldonado. He's a magician here in the first quarter. And that just got this bench hype, to say the least. .736 now to go in the opening quarter. And Maxwell will kick off for the 2nd time here. Another good kick from the 26 on the return. Trying to get it outside and still down the sideline to about midfield. This will set up some great starting field position for the Rockhoppers here. Start at midfield here. Some whistles blown before the snap, and the referee not quite sure what's going on, but they had to reset the ball here, and from midfield, empty the backfield, Agile right up the middle here on the little QB power play right there, and he will push forward for 5 on the first down run. I also do think some of these Top Gun numbers we have are wrong, by the way. But we're gonna work with the rosters we got, so we apologize if anything's incorrect. Just letting you guys know here. And here is a run to the outside, and that is going to be close to the first down. It's very close, and the Sticks have third down, and I think it's going to be 3rd and 1. And it will be. So another gain of 4 right there. Second, third down attempts for the Rockhoppers coming up, and a timeout called on the field by the Rockhoppers. 6:11 to go here in the first quarter. Rockhoppers take a timeout, pushing in Top Gun territory for the first time today. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network. Back here for a 3rd down and 1 for the Rockhoppers. And the official's going to have to blow the whistle again here. This is 3rd and not even a yard. It's about 3rd and half a yard. They go right up the middle here, and they didn't get it. Again, helmet falls off, and it's a loss of about 2 on the play. Top Gun with a big stop. So they called a timeout before the 3rd down and 1 play. And they bring out that and get nothing. So now it's 4th. And Rockhoppers now 0 for 2 on 3rd down. They're also 0 for 1 on 4th down. Let's see what they have up their bag on their second 4th down today. They try to go outside. It's close, and I think they got it that time. They did. First down today for the Rockhoppers comes on a 4th and 2, and finally they got something going there. It's Enzo Da Silva who moves the chains for the Rockhoppers that time. Gets it down to the 40, right where they needed it to go. And it's a 1st down with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Da Silva trying to get outside. No. Loss of a yard on the direct snap. Nothing there. And a couple of these Rockhopper plays have just gone backwards. That being one of them right there. Neither team has attempted a pass so far here in the first 8 minutes of this game. And it is now 2nd and 11. And another direct snap right up the gut. And another no gain right there. Didn't have a chance again. It's actually a loss of even more that time. Loss of about 2 on the play. So 3rd down and 13 now. Official actually messed up where the spot was. It did get back to the line of scrimmage, so it is 3rd down and 11. From the 41. 5th play of the drive. A run outside again. Actually, sorry, the 7th play of the drive, and that time it gets nothing again for Randy Marines Jr., who had both of the last 2 carries there. And it's 4th down and 12. So Rockhoppers now 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Looking to convert on 4th down for the 2nd time this drive, and they need to get to the 30. They need a dozen here. It's going to be Agile lining up to take the snap, catches it with one hand, trying to get outside to the left, looking for a hole, and got met for nothing. Barely got back to the line. It was Silas Burgess who was the first to meet him there for Top Gun. Turnover on downs. Top Gun will take this football back over, and they moved it with ease on their opening touchdown drive. Just a 4-play drive. 39 yards. And this time they start 58 yards away from pay dirt with about 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 12-minute quarters here in the NEYT. The handoff on the end around, trying to come near side and met for barely a gain. That was Alex Evans Jr., who was able to get back to the line of scrimmage there to make it 2nd and 10. 4th different ball carrier here for Top Gun. There's a flag on the field, though. First flag today, and it's going to be against Top Gun. I think it was a legal block. And it's pushing this ball back to the 32-yard line. So it'll stay 1st down, but it's going to be 1st and 20 now. And I'm not sure what the signal was. I'm just going to say it was a hold against Top Gun. That's the first penalty today for either team. 1st and 20. Maldonado is going to throw for the first time. Downfield. Got a man open. It's caught. Evans. Touchdown. 68 yards. How about the cannon on that kid, Maldonado? Top Gun up 2 scores. Alex Evans makes it a 14-0 game. Unbelievable. What a throw for Maldonado. And I don't think anybody here was expecting that unless you've had a chance to see this kid play. Going for 2 again. Handoff up the middle. They don't get it that time. So 1st and 20 play. Let's get them into the end zone here. And Top Gun with a demanding 14-0 lead here in the first quarter. 2 touchdowns for Maldonado. 1 throwing, 1 rushing. .68-yard touchdown. Minute 46 left here in the opening quarter. Maxwell kicking off here again. Agile from the 18. Trying to get outside, and Reginald Agile across the 40 down to the 44-yard line. And second straight drive where the Rockhoppers special teams gets them a good starting point for field position. Let's see if they can do anything with it there. They only got a net of 8 yards in 8 plays earlier, including a first down on their last drive, but looking to flip the script here and get on the scoreboard for the first time today. From their own 44, and another timeout called by the Rockhoppers. That's 2 taken by the Rockhoppers here in the first quarter, so they're not shy using those timeouts, and they've done it on back-to-back drives now. 1 remain for the team that's down 14 here in the first quarter. Rockhoppers coming back on the field here. They've ran it every play here today, all 12 plays they've had. They've gone for 3 fourth downs. They've converted 1. We're still, keep in mind, only in the first quarter. So Ferguson will line up in the gun. He's going to be sacked immediately. He got dropped for a huge loss. First sack today belongs to Top Gun, and it is Burgess on the takedown. Coming right off the edge. And it's a ginormous loss right there of 11 on the play. So second down and forever now. And not what you want coming out of the timeout, I'll tell you that. Second down and 21 now. Could be the last play of the quarter. Ferguson steps up, looking to go somewhere with it, and will be able to run for about 7 on the play there. Gets it down to the 38-yard line, and it was Burgess from behind bringing him down again on that play. So third down now. It's going to bring us to the end of the quarter. They call it a gain of 5, and that is how the first quarter ends here in Providence. 14-0. Top Gun on top. Maldonado with a touchdown run and a nuke to Evans Jr. for a 68-yard touchdown to go up 2 scores here after 12 minutes. So we'll come back, flip sides with the Rockhoppers facing another 3rd and long when we return. Back here for quarter 2. Second down, or third down rather, and 16. Look to throw. Stands in. Fires downfield. Incomplete. It's a different quarterback in that time. That's, I believe, Chapman. Yeah, it's Mikael Chapman, and now it's 4th down and forever. That was the first pass today for the Rockhoppers, and on 4th and 16, it looks like they're going to go for it once more. And it's going to be Chapman in the shotgun, so a new quarterback in, Ferguson, not at QB. Here's 4th and 16. Chapman goes deep on the big ball, tipped up in the air, incomplete, broken up. And another turnover on downs. It was Evans on the defensive side there to make the stop and set Top Gun up with some prime starting field position here on their first drive of the second quarter. But that one was thrown into about triple coverage on that play. Didn't really have a chance, but it was a turnover on downs. I think Kai Legend Jackson was the intended receiver on that play, and Chapman threw the big ball there. Had a lot of arm strength for the 13-year-old, but got nowhere right there. So Rockhoppers now 1 for 4 on 4th down, and that was probably their worst attempt here today, considering the field position and the distance. I mean, no kicking game from these boys, evidently. And they just keep on shooting themselves in the foot. Self-inflicted wound right there. So 1st and 10 now from the 38 for Maldonado. And this Top Gun offense only having ran 6 plays here. And here is the run to the outside with a big gain. Still going is Burgess. And he's down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 23 on the direct snap. And a whistle blows here, a couple of them. Is there a flag? I don't see one, but there is. There's the flag right there about the 30-yard line. And on a running play, it looks like it's going to come back, and it will. So wipe off the 23-yard gain. This is going to push this back to the 40-yard line here. So it was a hold at about the 30. That's where the flag was, and you bring it back 10 yards. So 1st and 10 now becomes 1st and 12. There's the hold, like I just mentioned, spot foul there. So 10 yards from the penalty, not the line of scrimmage. So 1st down and a dozen from the 40. Burgess got nothing there. Lost a ton on the direct snap, and -4 on that play. So trying to recreate the 23-yard carry he just had. I think the Rockhopper defense was ready for it, and as a result, it's the second run of negative yardage here today for Burgess. Top Gun trying to extend this lead and maybe kill some time off the clock here. Maldonado back in at quarterback for a 2nd down and long here, and he'll look to throw. Maldonado chase, throws it up in the air. Jump ball for Evans. It is incomplete. Nearly intercepted on that play. And it probably should have been by Kazan Kalani Santana. So that just makes it a 3rd down and 16. Rockhoppers only 1 3rd down today. It was a 3rd and long as well, and they got 17 on an end around. They didn't have to face a 3rd down last drive. Maldonado going to step up under pressure. Chase from behind. He stays on his feet somehow, and now is dropped for a huge loss. Brought down the end of the play there by the combination of Braden Ellis and I believe it was Janeel Morales. And now it is 4th down and 22. And a much-needed stop right there from the Rockhopper defense. So let's see if they go for here on 4th down. We haven't seen them face 4th down here today. They do have a kicker, Jamison Maxwell, who we're assuming can probably also punt as well, but... Fourth and 22. They're going to go for it. Man in motion here. It is Valley, and this is going to be the first timeout called by Top Gun here for a big 4th down. So we've seen the Rockhoppers take a pair of timeouts. Now Top Gun takes one as well. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network for a huge 4th down play from midfield. Coming back here for 4th down and long. Maldonado looking. Gets out of the pocket. Gonna heave downfield. Jump ball. It's caught. Touchdown. 50 yards on 4th and 22. And guess who? Evans again. Had a 68-yarder earlier. And now a 50-yarder, and those are the only 2 completions today for either team. Unbelievable. Top Gun up 3 scores now. Here's the extra points. They're going to kick it here this time with Maxwell. Get back to a 21-point game, and they do just that. So 3-touchdown lead for Top Gun here in the 13U Premier Championship game. And this game has been all Top Gun here. What a throw from Maldonado. I mean, he sent that over 40 yards through the air right there. And from a 13-year-old kid, you don't see that all too often, I'll tell you that. On the run as well. So I did say that there's an onside kick, and Rockhoppers get on top of it. Wow. So going onside up 21. You know, I'm looking at number 6 here. Dita. This man was 2 touchdowns. Like I said before the game, a lot of these rosters we got, I mean, missing some players. A lot of wrong names as well with the numbers, and I'm not blaming anybody. I just want to let the viewers know that, in case you're like, oh, why is this kid saying the wrong names? That was the reality of it. So Dita, who was not on the roster we got, he's the young man with 2 touchdown receptions, according to the name on the back of his jersey. So here's the run. And he gets met up at the 46 after a gain of 4 that time. So just want to clarify that. I hope everybody understands. As Randy Marines Jr. on the carry. That's his 4th carry today. And, you know, Rockhoppers, they've only been able to run it so far, and that hasn't even been very successful in itself. .25 yards rushing, and they had a sack that was for a loss of 12, so only 13 total yards here, and that's going to be a jump against Burgess and make it 2nd and 1. So another penalty against Top Gun. That's their 3rd today. Offsides here. That's the first defensive penalty for either team here in this one. And that gets the Rockhoppers close to, you know, a chance to get a 1st down, which they have not done here very often. Only 1 1st down here today, and they're going to go right up the gut and get a 1st on that one. It's the big fullback here pushing his way down to the 36-yard line for a gain of 5 on the play. That is Brendan Giutalini on the run. And this is the farthest the Rockhoppers have been in Top Gun territory here today. At the 36-yard line. Toss play, right side. It's De Silva here, and he will get met up at the line of scrimmage for no gain for his 3rd carry today. Seven minutes until halftime here in Providence. Coming up next here on Fans Only Sports Network, I mentioned 4 games here today from Brown University. We have the Ocean State Elite and the Worcester Vikings in a 14U matchup coming up next. That game scheduled for 12 o'clock. This game started about 3 or 4 minutes early as well. So some urgency from the NEYT. Here's the toss play on second down, and gain of a few on that play for Marines Jr. Took a shot at the end of the play there as well, and he'll get credited for a 3-yard gain, and now it'll bring up third down again, who has been the worst nightmare here for the Rockhoppers in the first half. 0 for 4 on third down. This one 7 yards away. 26-yard line is the first. They haven't been inside the 30 today. Got to get there here. Fake the toss. Give right up the gut. And it is Marines, and he gets nothing. That's Ferguson back in at quarterback as well. Marines only able to get 2 on the play, and for the 5th time today, it'll set up 4th down as the Rockhoppers falling to 0 for 5 on third. 4th down and 5. They've converted one of these, and then that was a 4th and 2. This one from 5 yards away. They, on their last possession, whiffed on the 4th and 16, deep in their own territory. Now here's 4th down and intermediate, 5 yards. Got 3 backs lined up in the backfield again, and Burgess almost jumped off again. Here's the toss play to Silva, trying to get outside. To Silva, the stiff arm not going to work. He gets only 2, and that is another turnover on downs. Who could have guessed? For the 4th time in 5 drives, they turned over on downs, and making the tackle right there for Top Gun was Rylan Thresher. Sets up Top Gun here with a fresh set of downs from the 29. That's really good. That's good. 4:49 to go before halftime. Let's see if Top Gun wants to work some clock here. I mean, wouldn't really matter that much with the way their defense is playing. You know, they're not too worried about the Rockhoppers getting in the end zone. To be quite honest with you, as they line up 3 receivers to the right, set up a screen here, but the play blown dead, and it's a false start against Top Gun. Try again the screen there to Dita. And 4th penalty against Top Gun. They've had every penalty called in this game go against them. 4 penalties for 30 yards. A couple holds, an offside, a false start. Makes it 1st and 15. And you know, I don't think anyone from Top Gun's really worried that that's going to slow them down. The way this game has gone. Maldonado, handoff right up the middle here, and not going to get much. He maybe got about 2 on the play. Burgess. And they're actually going to say he got nothing on that play. So 3 carries, -9 yards for number 48. He did have that 23-yard run on the last drive, taken back by the holding call. But not much going properly on the ground here for Burgess. 2nd down and 15. Maldonado, empty backfield. He's going to bootleg it outright. That's a lot of green grass. Maldonado gets the first down and more, and he's out across the 45 to midfield. Markham at the 49-yard line of the Rockhoppers, but there is a flag down, and it's going to come back again. Flag all the way back down at the 30-yard line. You see it right there where the referee is standing, and it is another hold. And it's a hold that is called at the 30, so like we saw earlier, it is 10 yards from the penalty, and they'll bring it back to the 20, so that's the 5th penalty today. Against the Top Gun squad, and instead of a huge run, about 22 yards, it now makes it second down and 19 on the play. So run left side, not much. Maybe got a yard on that play. Now it's third down. That was Smith on the run. And he comes off the field after that one as well. He with his helmet off. Not looking too good after that play, but able to come off after the 2-yard gain. Going to get checked out by coaching staff. I'm not sure if he was injured or disgruntled. I mean, tough to tell. Get some water here from one of the coaches. Anyways, third and long. Top Gun is 1 for 2 on third down here. Man in motion. This is another flag, and it's going to be a false start again. It's on Dita this time. That's what it looks like, at least. And second false start. Against Top Gun today, and they're going to take a timeout. Got to regroup after that. A lot of penalties on this drive. That's 3 penalties on the drive. For Top Gun, they'll take their second timeout here with 2:48 to go here in the first half. Be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network for a third down 22 coming up next. Third down and 22. All the way back now at the 16-yard line. 39 is the first down. Let's call it third and 23, actually. Got 3 backs here. Maldonado's just going to give it to Burgess. Trying to find the hole. Spins out of a tackle. Breaks one as well. He's still on his feet. Puts on the Jets. Burgess across midfield. He's at the 40. 35-30 down to the 22-yard line. Unbelievable. After having no success on the ground, Burgess all game, he's able to rip off a huge gain of 62 yards. And now an injured Rockhopper at the 21-yard line. That's the longest play on the ground here, as that is the third play of 50-plus yards for Top Gun here in the first half. First 2 were touchdowns. They mark at the 23-yard line. So call a gain of 61 right there for Burgess. Gets him out of the negatives comfortably as well, and The injured Rockhopper able to get back on his feet. And what a way to convert on third down for the second time today for Top Gun. Referee says keep on moving the clock. 2.5. Go in the first half as Maldonado is going to look to throw. Jump ball. He's going for Smith. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown. 23 yards for Smith. Top Gun with another touchdown drive. Third touchdown pass for Maldonado here in the first half. And those were his only 3 completions as well. Unbelievable. Kellen Smith with the touchdown catch. Had his man beat, and it's an onslaught here in the first of 4 games from Providence. Extra point is wobbly but good nonetheless. 28-0 the score. Maldonado with 3 first half touchdown passes. Top Gun, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. They cannot be stopped. I guess that's, why they're Top Gun. I mean, these guys playing like the top G's here today. Boys from Mass come to Providence and have dominated here in this one. Here is the kick. It bounces. It's a live ball. Got to pick that up, and they do. And lucky to get back to the 20, met by a handful of Top Gun defenders there. And this clock actually just moving here. It's a running clock, 30 seconds and counting. Didn't even notice they were running the clock, but that clock is running down to 20 seconds. So disregard our time. Let's see if the Rockhoppers even want to snap this ball here on the last play of the first half, and it looks like they probably won't. They're just strutting out there, walking, no urgency. And yeah, that is the half. Top Gun with a 28-0 lead at the half. Xavier Maldonado with 3 first half touchdown passes. He's 3 for 4 for 141 yards and 3 touchdowns. You can't write it up better than that for the 13-year-old QB. So we'll be right back here in Providence for half number 2 in the first of 4 games here in the NEYT Championship weekend. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports. All right, back here, half number 2, Top Gun. The 28-0 lead, and they will receive the second half kickoff as well. They've scored on all 4 of their drives here today. It's been an onslaught here with Top Gun and the Rockhoppers. 28-0 game here on the 13U Premier Championship. Tim Duffy back here live from Providence, Rhode Island on Fans Only Sports Network. And up next, like I mentioned, we got 4 games here. Up next is the Worcester Vikings and the Ocean State Elite. They will be playing in the 14U Standard Championship. And that should be a good game right there for the Vikings and the Elite. So second half action, though. It's the first time we've seen them kick off today. It's an onside kick, and Top Gun does recover it with Thresher. Rather, that was Tahari Collimore who was able to recover it there and setting up a team with a 28-0 lead at the 46-yard line. Not what you want if you're the Rockhoppers, but like I mentioned at the end of the first half right there, we saw a running clock for the last about 90 seconds of the first half, and the clock is still running to begin this second half. So Top Gun, they reached the threshold to warrant the running clock by being up 4 scores, being up 28-0. Maldonado will line up in the pistol here with 2 running backs to each of his side. Direct snap to one of them. And coming near side with the football and then dragged down the 38-yard line. Decent carry there, but good tackle to stop him short. That was Mason Waddles on the carry. And he's able to get pretty good gain there, about 6 yards on the play. Oh, they mark him down a little bit shorter, I think, than that, but oh, there was a flag. There was a flag. So actually forget about it. It's coming back. I didn't even realize. And it's another holding call. So another spot foul holding. So this is going to make it first down and 17. 4th hold against Top Gun here today. And there's one thing for them to do better. It's penalties. Here's the direct snap, this time to Smith. And Smith, who just caught the touchdown at the end of the first half, will bulldoze his way close to the line of scrimmage there. The original one, at least, and get the yardage back for 7. So 1st and 17 now becomes 2nd and 10. Smith, his 3rd carry today, he's got 26 yards on the ground. Second leading rusher here. And actually, it pushed it up a few yards there. I'm not going to lie, I really don't know what happened there. It was at the 46-yard line, but now it's the 30. That's at the 42-yard line, so that makes it 3rd and about 5. 3rd and 6. Maldonado will keep it himself, tries to get outside, and will be brought all the way back, trying to reverse field. Still going, he's got some space. Couple flags fly. Maldonado with the first down, but this will for sure come back. So the highlight reel play will not count, but Maldonado somehow broke out of a couple of tackles there. Got a huge gain, and this is going to be against Top Gun again. Or blindside block. So move this from the 42 back to even farther than that. 10 yards. It's going to be brought all the way back to their own 43-yard line. So huge loss there with the penalty. Still going to be third down. So goes from the 36 back to their own 43. Third down and 21. So 15 yards, the net difference there. Third down and 21. They had a 4th and 22 earlier. Here's Burgess. He got nothing. A great tackle in the backfield there. What a play. That was by Marines Jr., I believe. We've seen on offense, he just forced it through the line of scrimmage right there. And it brings him down for a loss. Back to the 35. So Top Gun now 2 for 4 on third down. They're 1 of 1 on fourth. And you think they're going to go for it here after their first fourth down they got, which was a 4th and 22. This is going to be 4th and 29. That was a loss of 8 on the play there. Burgess, I mean, what a weird game he's had. He's had runs of -5, -4, -8. He had the run of 61 yards. So 44 rushing yards for him. Now 4th and 29. Over the middle. Pass is too tall and picked off. Intercepted. Going back the other way here is Marines. And Marines to the 36-yard line. So Maldonado throws the pick, looking for Thresher, and it's a takeaway, the first for either team today. So Maldonado was having, a near perfect game before that. Will have a little stain on his resume right there for the day, and pushes this clock underneath 5.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. So running clock, moving this thing fast. Makes it the ball at the 36-yard line. Timeout called in the field. And it's not to be taken too seriously as the official clock is still running. I'm not sure. I think it was actually the Rockhoppers who took a timeout, I believe. Take a timeout too. 4 and change. Top Gun still up 28-0. And they're about 16 minutes away from a 13U championship. We'll be right back here in about 30 seconds. All right, back a little bit quicker than we anticipated. Pretty good stuff, though, here with 3:40 and counting down. Rockhoppers trying to get on the board for the first time. Going deep, hit after the release. This one's intercepted. Picked off at the 10-yard line. A flag is down. Going back the other way. So that was Chapman on the throw. This might be roughing the passer after the pass was thrown. He got rocked on that one, and Thresher down to the 48-yard line. So a good run after the catch, but it might not count. I mean, I think this might have been roughing the passer. He got 2 penalties here, or 2 flags, because Chapman got lit up after letting that one fly. Trying to see what the penalty is, and there's 2 flags on the field. Top Gun looks like they're looking to get their offense back out, though. Referees huddling up at midfield at the brown logo. .220 and counting down in the third, so you know, the official, it looks like they're indicating offsetting penalties, so roughing the passer, and then yeah, there was a penalty on both teams and they offset, so it looks like they'll just redo the down. That's the rule. They're going to redo it. So the interception will not count. But the Rockhoppers will stay on offense here with 100 seconds left here in the third. And Mikael Chapman will look to be the guy trying to get this team on the board for the first time today. Everybody seemed a little bit confused right there. And actually, it's Ferguson who's back in at quarterback. Ferguson swings it out. This one off the back of Marines. Was that behind the line of scrimmage? That's a live ball. Yeah, that's a live ball. It's behind the line of scrimmage, and they got to get down, and they do. That's a huge loss. It'll go in the books as a rush and a fumble. Either or, though, a fumble and a rush, because Ferguson threw that ball behind the line of scrimmage. Marines, his back was just not turned to the ball, and that could have been a scoop and score for Burgess if he just paid attention a little bit or noticed that this was a live ball. But one of the Rockhoppers did instead, and it is a loss of 7 on the play. So 2nd down and 17 now. Last play of the quarter. If they want to snap it, there's 5 seconds. Will they snap it? They do. Ferguson dropped the snap, picks it up, rolls right, under pressure, throws it up in the air and out of bounds. Incomplete. And that is the way the third quarter ends. 28-0 still the score. Ferguson, that was his first pass today. As him and Chapman have, split snaps since the first quarter, but one more quarter to go here in the 13U Premier Championship. Top Gun with a 4-score advantage here after 3. We'll be right back for quarter number 4 here on Fans Only Sports Network. Final quarter of action here from Providence. Third down and 17. Ferguson, under pressure, throws it up in the air, short of everything and everywhere. Didn't have a chance. Now it's 4th down, and that clock was already running before the snap. It was running for about 25 seconds before the snap. Ferguson now 0 for 2 passing today. And makes it 4th down, so that is 0 for 6. The Rockhoppers are on 3rd down. So still their first possession of the second half with the running clock that we just had put on. They're 1 for 4, or 1 for 5 rather, on 4th. Here's their 6th 4th down attempt. Ferguson, he's under pressure. He's sacked! Oh, man, from the blind side. Got dropped by Amari Quintana, who just came in unblocked. 2nd sack for Top Gun today. He got dropped. That might hurt tomorrow morning for the young quarterback, as Top Gun now set up across midfield at the 48-yard line. And maybe, just maybe, the Top Gun will try to just possess this ball the rest of this game. Burgess is going to play quarterback here. A little pump fake, trying to get outside, and get some positive yardage out to the 45, just about. Gain of 3 on the play, and they give him 4 actually. As Burgess gets it to the 44-yard line. Number 44. Direct snap, and Valley unable to go anywhere that time. And this is going to bring it back to the original line of scrimmage. A loss of about 4 on the play. We'll make it 3rd down. So actually a man is down. A Rockhopper slow to get up. Right there. It looks like it's Calvin Marte Jr., and he will get up now. Hate to see it, especially in a game like this, where the outcome is already decided. But Marte Jr. does get up and looks to be all right. Coming off the field, so that makes it 3rd down again. They're 2 for 4 on 3rd down, and Maldonado back in at quarterback here. He'll hand it off right up the middle, and that one only nets about 3 on the play. Run there from Devin Constantino, and now it's 4th down and 8. Only gone for it on 1 4th down today, and they scored a touchdown on it, trying to do it again. Maldonado at quarterback, Constantino to his right. 4th and 8. Maldonado pump fake, steps up in the pocket, going to take off, looking for a block and gets one, and moves the chains Out across the 30, mark him at the 29-yard line. 17 more for Xavier Maldonado and another 4th down conversion for Top Gun. So tough to bring down the open field. It's Maldonado, just 3 carries in this game. He's got 44 yards and the touchdown. Maldonado going to take off again. 1st down and more. Maldonado gets to the end zone. Touchdown. Just walked right in for his 2nd today. Too easy. 29-yard score. 34-0 for Top Gun. Maldonado responsible for all 5 touchdowns here today. 3 passing, 2 rushing. Throwing the fade on the 2-point try. This is a true jump ball here, and that's broken up. With just under 5 minutes to go. Didn't really have a chance with 2 defenders there, but the way things have been going, even the Top Gun who wants to throw up, they have a chance at converting it, honestly. Maxwell going to kick this off again. And some commotion here on the kickoff. They're a little bit jumbled up. Not really sure what they're doing here, but what a game for Maldonado. Surely the MVP of this contest. 2 rushing touchdowns. Over 140 passing yards on just 3 completions. All 3 going for 6 from the 11-yard line. And outside, and De Silva gets down to the 47-yard line. Good return there. And some good starting field position for the Rockhoppers. On what very well could be their last drive of the game with 3 minutes on the clock. Not the way you want to come out in the championship ever. Tough game for the Rockhoppers, who mightily struggled here in this one. From the 48-yard line, their own 48. Handoff. That was a delayed handoff there for sure. Only got 2 on the play, though. Got hit on the line of scrimmage there. Now 2nd down. About 9. .90 seconds left. here from Brown in our first game. Like I mentioned, 4 of them today. And the first one will be remembered as Top Gun with a top-notch effort. They did everything right today. Everything. 5 drives, 5 touchdowns. And a shutout. High snap. Oh, this is going to be a long loss there. And they fall on top of it at the 30-yard line. That was a generous spot, too. It was really more like the 28. And now, actually, they're going to put it at the 28. And that is a loss of 21 on the play. So, 3rd and 30 now. That's a fitting way to end this game for the Rockhoppers. 30 seconds left, and I'm wondering, do they have to snap it here? Especially on a 3rd down and 30. Might not have to snap it at all, but might as well with one last play in their season. Trying to do the Gatorade bath, and they missed it. Ferguson going to go deep. Got a man open. It is incomplete, though. Just overshot him barely, and that will do it. Top Gun, the Kings of 13U Premier, as they win the championship 34-0. A shutout here in their biggest game of the season. They are celebrating as they should, right at the logo. Top Gun on top. And what a win it was. So that's it for us from game 1. Coming up next, the Worcester Vikings and the Ocean State Elite in the 14U Standard Championship game. We will see you guys then. But Top Gun, our first victor here today from Providence. Signing off, Tim Duffy, Fans Only Sports.